It was a rainy Saturday afternoon in the city of Aba. Our street was flooded, market men and women from every angle running and looking for shelter from the rain. There came a luxurious jeep driving into our street and stopped in the middle of the road. I was sitting in my mother's beer parlor in front of our house. I looked at the jeep and immediately saw a light-skinned man, simple but masculine enough to make girls fight for his number. My brother, who once told me he was coming home from Port Harcourt to visit us, stepped out of the car and shouted, "My sweet mother, I'm home," while he spread his hands open wide to hug my mother. I looked further to see a lady that also came down from his car, walking as if she is on a red carpet show or modeling for Miss Universe, looking at the environment like it's below her standards. My mother ignored her attitude, but was very happy to see his son after a long time. From the moment my elder brother, Obinna, brought Tamuno into our family house, something didn't feel right. Not because she was rude or disrespectful. In fact, she was too perfect. Her skin glowed like someone who bathed in honey. Her nails were fixed and sharp. Her lashes long like that of an animal. And her dress was very expensive. Too expensive for someone who said she was just a makeup artist. My mother raised an eyebrow as she walked into the sitting room, looking all high and mighty, like we are all her subjects. "Obinna, who is this?" my mother asked. "Oh, Mama, meet Tamuno, my sweet wife-to-be," as he put his hands on her shoulder. My mother quickly cleared her throat, looking at her as if she was scanning her. "Welcome, my daughter. Where are you from, if I may ask?" "Okay, Mama. My name is Tamuno. I'm from River State," looking at my mother straight in the eyes like she was casting a spell on her. Bonny Island, to be precise, while she continued chewing her gum, scanning the environment. "You are welcome, my daughter," Mama said again. Then she walked inside the room, like she was scared of the ground. Immediately after Tamno went inside the house, my mother pulled me outside the backyard. "Chinedu, my son, are you sure this girl is not here to finish your brother's money?" I laughed hard and assured Mama that we will monitor her for the few days she will spend with us. Mama had every right to worry. The next day, when Mama was already set to go to the market, Mama called her to join her, but she refused, saying she had to work. When Mama returned from the market, she asked her to make coconut rice for everyone to eat. Tamuno agreed and went into the kitchen. After 5 hours, food was ready. Finally, Mama said, "Mama, I'm done. No. Should I serve the food?" Mama told her to carry on. We all gathered at the dining table. Papa was back from the market, where he sells material and other things. The minute everyone ate a spoon of her coconut rice, we all spilled it out, screaming, asking her if she wanted to poison us. "Tamuno, I asked you to prepare a pot of coconut rice, not a pot of salt." Your mother didn't teach you how to cook? Mama asked. Tamuno looked at my mother and replied her immediately. Please, 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 pointing at my mother. Don't bring my mother into this. Looking at my mother furiously, I stood up quickly to slap her, but my brother held my hands. Chinedu, if you ever raise your hands on my wife again, I will deal with you. Everyone was shocked at him defending her like that instead of correcting her. But my mother stood up and said softly, "It's all right, leave her alone." So people will not say I am harsh to my daughter-in-law to be. Meanwhile, the next meal she prepared cost her 200,000 naira just to prepare a pot of soup with semovita. While she was in the kitchen, she would ask Obinna to come take a photo of her cooking. She would post it immediately, hashtag cooking for my Obim. In the next minute, comments started to pop up. Wife material, 100 yards, queen of the Insta, please teach us how to cook. Oh. She would smile and reply to them all. When Mama heard how much it cost her to make a pot of soup, she screamed, "Ewo Shimo! Hey!" with her hands on her head. Mama quickly called my brother Obinna into her bedroom and tried to understand why he must be with such a girl that has no home training. But Obinna flamed up and warned his mother. "Ah, Mama, stop this thing you are saying about my woman. Tamuno is calm and a sweet girl. But when she gets angry or feels insulted, she doesn't hold back her rude side." Mama asked him again, "Does she respect you and acknowledge you as the man of the house?" But Obinna ignored that question and went further to say, "Ever since she came to this house, nobody has given her chance or wants to know her." As he walked out of his mother's room angrily, Mama shouted and cried, "God help me, oh! My enemies are at work again, oh!" as she called him back 3 times, but he never turned as his shadows fades away. That night, Tamuno told him she would like to return back to Port Harcourt in the morning. He agreed without any arguments. The next morning, they both traveled back to Port Harcourt. They arrived home in the evening. She opened the entrance door of Obinna's beautiful mansion and walked into the living room. She was dressed in an expensive outfit with a long tail sweeping the floor. As she walked inside, Obinna was standing by the door as he admired her. His house had everything: modern couch, expensive curtains, luxury artwork on the wall, soft rugs, nice expensive tables and dining. She walked straight to the wine bar, poured herself a glass of wine, and Obinna watched her. She looked at him. "Honey, I would like to take a trip to Dubai. I need to buy new wigs, gold chains, change my iPhone to the latest one, and tour around Lagos." Obinna, my brother, was footing all these bills. Obinna used to be one of the most trusted traders at Main Market Onitsha. He constantly imports several goods like home furniture from China and Turkey, and everyone knew him and respected him in the whole market. But ever since Tamuno came into his life, everything changed dramatically. He started acting differently, avoiding his friends. He would even miss going to the market on daily basis. His boys would always steal his money in Onitsha shop because he was hardly around. He stopped sending money to my parents. He wouldn't return Papa's call. He even stopped going to church or even any church activities. One Monday, I visited his shop at Port Harcourt. During the evening, I comforted him. Brother, what's happening? Ever since you moved to Port Harcourt to expand your business and this girl came into your life, you have changed. You are not picking anyone's calls again. Mama is complaining and she is worried sick about you. Not to mention your business is falling. What is really going on with you? Obinna looked at me in anger and said, Chinedu, mind your business. I love Tamuno. She makes me happy and I'm going to marry her. After business closure for the day, I went home with Obinna that night. Tamuno was making seafood okra soup and I secretly watched her. The aroma alone could wake the dead. The way she picked out the snail, fresh catfish, and crab made me want to think twice about how we have judged her cookings. But all of a sudden, I saw her bringing out a tiny bottle and dropped something into a particular plate. She suddenly looked around and noticed I was staring at her from behind. She quickly smiled. Just vitamins. It helps your brother with digestion. Something didn't sit right with me. I had doubts. And what kind of vitamins could someone add to a soup plate? As I imagined. Should I call Mama and ask her? After a few days later, Obinna felt seriously sick. He was constantly tired, barely eating, always vomiting and sleeping. I begged him to go to the hospital and check what is wrong with him, but he refused and said Tamuno was giving him some herbs for the sickness. Meanwhile, her lifestyle changed and kept getting more expensive. She bought a new car. She rented a luxury apartment of her own in another part of the city. She stopped picking Mama's calls ever since Obinna felt sick and started acting like she was too big to take care of the man whom she claimed she loved and cared for. One night, Mama cried bitterly in her room. My son is under a spell. That daughter of Jezebel, that woman is draining my son. Oh, God, please help me. Open his eyes. My enemies are at work again. God, please help us. She continued crying and praying. Things got very serious when Tamuno forged Obinna's signature and wanted to transfer all his money in his bank to her own account. Lucky for Obinna, my mother was his next of kin, as the bank noticed something was fishy and immediately contacted my mother via message. Mama called a family meeting immediately, but Obinna didn't show up. Rather, said he will send Tamuno to represent him. He said he was too tired. He didn't even know the reason for the family meeting. Mama told him not to bother anymore. Early the next month, Obinna's shop in Onitsha Main Market had been shut down because there were no more goods there. So I made a quick travel to Port Harcourt to visit them again. My brother wasn't getting any better. Tamuno said she was going to the market. That morning, I decided to follow her secretly. I tailed her to the market and saw her buying things. strange herbs, powdered roots, and a bottle of potion labeled Love Me Forever. She met a woman who handed her a small parcel wrapped in black clothes. The whole action was so mysterious. When I got home, I told Mama everything I saw. She didn't waste time. She called our pastor in our church and two elders and some prayer warriors. The next morning, they stormed Obinna's mansion in Port Harcourt, where he lived with Tamuno. I and Mama carried Obinna out to the living room and called Tamuno to join us, but she refused. She said she was busy with work. The moment the prayer started, Tamuno started shouting and manifesting from her room upstairs. Leave me alone. He is mine and mine alone. He promised me everything. As she screamed out and came to the living room, warning every one of us there. The prayer was too hot that she rolled on the floor and started confessing that she has been using charm on my brother Obinna. The bottle I saw her with the other night she used in the soup was a charm made for him to love her until he dies and always do as she says. She also said she has done it to another man in Enugu, dreamed him dry and disappeared. Obinna was her next victim. She didn't love him at all. She just wanted his money and his name. As soon as the prayer intensified, Obinna fell to the ground, like someone who just woke up from a coma, looking surprised at everyone and also shocked to see his mom. "Where am I?" he asked. "What happened to me?" Mama quickly grabbed him. "You are home, my son. You are safe," as she hugged him tight and cried, "Thank you, Lord. Oh, thank God for saving my son." Obinna was confused. He looked around his living room like it was his first time there. He didn't even remember how he got down there. And he began to cry like a lost son who just made his way back home after suffering in the streets. Most of all his money he worked for, all was gone. All the sacrifices he's made, everything vanished. My mother had already called the police officers to come to Obinna's house. My mother chased her out of the living room as the police officers handcuffed her and took her away. Obinna couldn't stop crying as he looked at her with total hatred in his eyes. After some interrogations and beating in the cell, Obinna visited her, asking her where all his money was, but she couldn't say. After some days, I and my mother packed her bags and all her belongings and burnt them all. We later found out she was known for such acts in other towns. She was a professional gold digger who used charm to get rich men and make them love her deeply, squander their money, and render them useless. Obinna moved back home with us to Aba for the meantime. He was broken but alive. Mama helped him start small again. It wasn't easy for him, but with time, he began to rebuild. He brought home a queen, but it took a storm to realize she wore a crown of lies. Not everything that glitters is gold. That fine dress, smooth skin, and perfect smile can hide a heart full of trouble. If you look only at the outside, you may pay a heavy price inside your home. Love can blind a man, but family can open his eyes. When a man is in love, he may not see the truth staring at him, but family, those who love you without gain, can help you see the danger you are walking into. A good woman builds her home, not drains it. A woman who truly loves you will plant peace in your house and water it with kindness, not suck out the joy and leave you empty. Never ignore the warnings of your elders. Elders speak from what they have seen and suffered. When they say, "My son, be careful," it's not just a talk, it's a protection. Some relationships come to destroy, not to build. Not every person who enters your life comes with love in their heart. Some come like termites, eating the foundation until the house falls. Be careful who you bring into your family. One wrong person can scatter years of unity and turn brothers against others. Don't allow beauty to deceive you. Character is what lasts. Beauty can fade overnight, but a person's true nature stays forever. Marry the heart, not the face. Desperation for love can lead to destruction. If you rush into marriage because you fear being alone, you may end up in the arms of the very thing you should have run from. Listen when your spirit feels something is wrong. That quiet voice inside is God's warning. Ignore it, and you may walk into the lion's den smiling. Don't ignore the signs. If it looks too good to be true, it probably is. When someone seems perfect in every way, take a closer look. Perfection is often a mask hiding a wound. A woman who loves you will bring peace, not confusion. Love is not shouting, fighting, and sleepless nights. Love is a calm water, not a storm. Don't joke with strange things added to your food. What enters your stomach can control your heart. Be careful. Love can be cooked with poison. It's not everyone who calls you my love that truly loves you. Some call you sweet names while plotting your downfall behind closed doors. Trust God and protect your family from evil. Only God sees the heart. Pray for wisdom before you open the door to anyone new. Always investigate before committing to marriage. Don't marry a stranger. Know their past, their family, and their hearts before saying "I do." Thank you all for watching this video. I hope you love my stories. Please like, comment, and share this video. And please subscribe to my channel for more exciting stories. See you all in the next video. Bye.